We've done a couple videos about our most recent renovation, 14th Street. In this video, we're gonna kind of open up the playbook, show you exactly what the numbers look like from start to finish, what it appraised for, what it's gonna rent for, all of our mistakes. Stay tuned for the video.
Hi, I'm Lexi Wyer.
And I'm Jake Wyer with the Wyer Group.
Today we are here at the Cargo District. This is located in Wilmington, North Carolina, kind of the backside of the downtown area, just a couple miles from the Soda Pop District. And this is one of the main anchors of this area.
Absolutely. It's one of the main reasons why we chose to do the renovation on 14th Street. So we kind of wanted to start here and show you kind of the reasoning for some of our choices when we make an investment. You definitely want to find an anchor that's going to be gentrifying and creating the change. And that's what the Cargo District really is for us when we chose 14th Street.
Absolutely. And you know that it's bringing in a lot of new energy, younger energy, a lot of young professionals, people that want to, you know, maybe have places that they can walk to, take their dogs, hang out in the evenings without having all the hustle and bustle of downtown condo living.
And that really creates the pride of ownership for the area. It kind of starts changing the area. People start improving their houses. It's just, you need something to start it, and the Cargo District really was that. But let's go head over to 14th Street. It's just a couple blocks from here. We'll kind of go over the numbers. I will tell you absolutely where we fell short on our numbers and where we made mistakes, I guess is probably the best way to say it. We'll open the entire playbook, so we're not going to kind of glance over that it was just this perfect remodel. It's not our first, but it wasn't perfect. But we'll go over the numbers in more detail. Always work in a budget with a little bit of padding, because I guarantee I've never seen...
You're always going to go over.
Every single time. Build a budget with a pad. Anyways, let's go head over to 14th Street. I'll show you exactly what's up. All right, guys, we're here at 14th Street, the remodel that we've been working on for quite a while. We're right now at the point where it's actually being shown. We actually have a handyman here just kind of wrapping up the final details while it's being shown for rental. Unfortunately, that was not planned. I got hurt a little bit, but that's what happens with some of this stuff. But what we wanted to go over really was just some of like the numbers here. So we showed you kind of the reason why we chose the area. The Cargo District is right down the street. Soda Pop District is about 5 or 6 blocks the other direction, but it's kind of bookcased by both of those. So we know that the in-between area is probably going to be gentrifying very soon.
But having said that, we also had the opportunity to get into this house at a very affordable price. And we've done everything to it. So, you know, with the gentrification process also comes opportunity, and that's personally what we look for. So
we bought it, what, $170,000, correct? It was down to the studs. You guys, if you've seen any of the old videos, you can go back and take a look at the channel. You can kind of see the befores. Didn't have any drywall. It basically needed all new plumbing, all new electrical. It already had new windows in it and a new roof, and the HVAC was partially installed.
He's making it sound a lot nicer than it is. It would have been condemned because it was absolutely uninhabitable. There was no kitchen, no bathroom, no drywall. You walk in and there was insulation hanging from the ceiling. Just to paint you a picture of the situation we came into, which we saw as a blank slate. I loved it because we would have had to just take all of that stuff out anyways. So really it was a great starting point for us.
Yeah, it was. And we're also, we had about a 100-foot pine tree. That was our thorn in the side that we weren't expecting. The 100-foot pine tree right here behind this tree that had basically broken the sewer and the water lines, and so all that stuff was additional to it. So we can go over numbers, and I brought actual real numbers so you guys know I'm not making this thing up. So the big ticket items really was the kitchen, $3,300 for countertops. The cabinets were about $4,000. And then appliances about $3,000. So we have about $10,000 into the kitchen minus the tile work.
And we had fairly basic appliances, stainless steel, granite countertops, which was I think a tier 2 granite.
And we did very basic ceramic tile, but we went all the way to the ceiling. That was one of Lexi's really cool design features with exposed shelving. So it gives you a little bit of a pop when you walk in the door for a budget.
Absolutely. So we were intentional with the colors and basically had taken several ideas that I had seen in design magazines, a lot more expensive designer looks. But I wanted that vertical tile to go all the way up to the ceiling to draw the eye up, make it look a little bit bigger, a little bit more modern, and give it like those vibes that we were kind of looking for.
We only got like 800 plus square feet, so like you walk in and you see the kitchen.
Right.
So it's instantly,
it made a statement.
That's what you see. So some of the other big items, unfortunately this house had full aluminum wiring in it. So all the wiring had to be gutted out of it because it had the drywall down, so it was the time to do that. So I think we have about $8,000 into the electrical, which we also got a new sub panel out of that. So all new electrical, copper wiring. If you have aluminum wiring, it's a huge issue as far as getting insurance. It's a huge fire problem. And then of course we had drywall that had to go up throughout the house and trim. So that was about $5,000 to do that.
And we went with the Craftsman style trim, so you'll notice like the larger pieces of wood above the doorways. Wanted to give that kind of Craftsman bungalow vibe, but also, you know, new, modern look to it as well.
And the HVAC was they already put the central HVAC ductwork in. We had to get it finally connected and the actual unit put in place. So that actually cost us a little bit more than we were expecting. I wasn't expecting to have basically a $1,900 bill to finish up the HVAC work. We had about $2,500 in interior paint. We had, our big one was our tree and our plumbing resulting from said tree. That all came out to about $9,000. So all said and done, the plumbing was about $8,000, which replaced the entire sewer main, entire water main, a lot of the interior plumbing, and the tree was about $1,500. So we were planning on putting $45,000 into this remodel. We came in almost exactly $10,000 over budget, and if you can figure out those numbers with the tree and the plumbing, that was the reason for it. So we didn't get a full-blown home inspection on this because it was down to studs. We can kind of see what it was. If we had actually done a camera on the plumbing, we probably could have been aware of the plumbing issue. So get your home inspections done, get your inspections done. Don't do what I did and take my own advice on that.
Well, I mean, that would not have been covered in a general home inspection though. True. They would have to have gone down with cameras through the pipes, and that's like more of like a roto-rooter situation, not a home inspection.
Right, and most people probably would have missed it, but it needed everything. I didn't know it needed that as well. Yeah. So that was kind of where we kind of came over budget, was that $10,000. Now we bought it for $170,000. It just appraised at $285,000 in the current condition. So you can do the math there, what the appreciation there was. We put $55,000 into it, so you do the math real quick on a notebook there. We are assuming what rent's gonna be right around $1,500 or so a month. So everything does cash flow. We're not gonna make a fortune off this by any means, but it's kind of one of those long hold situations. We're assuming we're banking on the appreciation on it.
Well, also, as we mentioned earlier in this video, this area in particular is still up and coming and transitioning. So we're very hopeful that within the next 6 months to a year, definitely within a couple years, rent is going to continue to go up in this area as well.
If you guys are looking to invest, reach out to us. We do know where those little pockets are that are worth looking at. We can run the numbers. Granted, I was off by $10,000 on this one.
But we also did pad our numbers. We were prepared for surprises. This isn't our first rodeo, so while there were things we didn't expect, we kind of knew that getting into it, that there probably would be a few things that popped up. Because they always do.
Pad your numbers.
So if you're thinking about investing in this area, or you're interested in the Wilmington area in general, you have specific questions, we do help with investments, we help with dream homes, vacation homes, whatever your goals are, we can help you with that. Reach out to us anytime. My email is lexi@movingwilmington.com, jake@movingwilmington.com. You can call, text, or email. Whatever works for you, works for us, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys.